Hey everyone, I'd like to welcome you all to our pitch. Hopefully everyone is having a lovely day watching these, and let's just jump right into it. The game concept that we came up with is aptly titled Whack for now. The idea is that you get to play as a cute little mole who's trying to rescue his other mole friends, and has to be a little mischievous about it too, by distracting NPCs to reach the goal. Here you can see a demo of our main mechanic. The gameplay is partly inspired by the carnival game Whack-A-Mole, but kind of in reverse, as in you're playing as the mole. The player must use a tunnel system of diggable areas to move up and down through the environment. Some areas, like the mudslide, can add a boost to speed. You can also interact with objects above ground, for example knocking over pots and stuff like that to distract the NPCs, or destroying items. And the player can also retreat below to avoid getting caught by the NPCs. If you get caught, it's essentially the whack-a-mole hammer back to your previous checkpoint. So for a bit of market analysis for our game Whack, we briefly looked at some games that have similar concepts of being mischievous to distract or annoy NPCs, like Untitled Goose Game and Cat Lateral Damage, which are both fairly successful. As for observing our audience, we both wanted to make it fun to play and to make for our peers. We're aiming to make it enjoyable for everyone. Lastly, looking at if this game can be made within the time limit, we believe that it definitely can. Everything was done within Playmaker and Unity, no super complex scripts or anything like that. But at the same time, the mechanic has a lot of potential for growth, and I think that our classmates would definitely be creative with that while managing the expectations of our final year.
So this is a sample level layout that showcases the various mechanics of the game. Your main goal in every level is to free your mole friends wherever they seem to be trapped. For example, a whack-a-mole machine, a cage, etc. As the player, you'll be able to dig underground to get past walls that are blocking your path, like a fence. Being able to distract hostile NPCs that chase you when seen is also a large part of the gameplay. You can attract human NPCs by nudging movable objects like flower pots or bottles, and in doing so, you can get the NPCs to move towards the interacted object. This is useful when you need to escape a chasing enemy or have them move from their previous spot. The idea of constantly flipping back and forth from underground to overground to avoid enemies is what the game is based on, and challenge can be added to that when adding obstacles like undiggable ground such as concrete and objects you cannot dig under like buildings. So here we have the concept art for both the player character and the environment. We knew that the player character was going to be a mole. So after brainstorming and looking at reference of real-life moles, we settled on 3 potential designs. We ended up going with the first one out of 3 here. As for environment, we really want to hit home with the whole idea of a county fair, as it fit most with the whack-a-mole basis. Here we have 3 asset concepts. The ring toss bottle box would be an interactable distraction object. The popcorn stand would just be a background object, and of course the whack-a-mole machine as kind of like a prison that your mole friends are trapped in. We wanted to stick with a more vibrant color palette, as that worked best with our selected setting and overall tone of the game. So in conclusion, Whack takes the whack-a-mole concept but flips it to create the potential of a fun yet simply controlled top-down game. Challenge can be added through its environment, which leaves a lot of wiggle room for creative and enjoyable levels. Thanks for watching.